What's up guys, I'm Olivia.
And I'm Kyle.
And we're driving and vibing.
Today we are talking all about the new Airstream we got, so stay tuned.
Welcome back to our channel everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are super excited to tell you all about our new rig. And if it's your first time here on our channel and you know nothing about us, please subscribe to our channel and join the Vibe Tribe and go back and watch all of our videos about what we do and why we do it and what we've been traveling in. But this is a brand new chapter for us and we're super excited to start the new year with a new project.
So the Airstream is not technically new, but it is definitely new to us, and it is an Airstream Argosy, which is kind of a limited Airstream they made back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah, it was like a little bit more affordable version of an Airstream. So instead of the classic silver look, it is painted white, but it has the same rounded body type and everything.
And we will get all into showing you these pictures in the second half of the video. If you want to skip forward to that part and not listen to why we got this rig and how it came about, just click forward to this timestamp right here and that'll take you to the pictures. But let's go ahead and talk about kind of why and how we got it.
First of all, it is a 1978 Airstream Argosy and it is 24 feet long.
We began our search for another RV about 2 months ago. We anticipated that this search would take about a year to 2 years, but as soon as we kind of put that energy forward towards it, this kind of just fell into our lap.
And it was very synchronistic because we had in our mind that we would like to do another vintage camper again because we love the process of renovating the fiber stream so much. And we kind of got thinking about what exactly we would be looking for, and this specific rig was one that had came up in conversation, and like this exact one, not just the model, but like we knew the person who had this and we said, wow, we really like Catherine's Argosy. That's so cool. We would love to have a project like that to work on. And sure enough, like the next day or so, she contacted us and said, hey, if you're looking for a rig that to renovate and redo yourselves, I'm selling my Argosy. And I was like, wow, what are the chances?
And we didn't know right off the bat if it would be the perfect fit because we didn't even know the size of it at the time. We did find out that it was about 24 feet, which is definitely at the high end of what we're looking for, but really what we wanted, because whenever we were looking at the newer Airstreams, the 25-footer, I believe it was, really resonated with us.
It was our maximum length that we really felt comfortable in and still gave us a lot of freedom as far as towing in the places we could get it. And so we really did love all of the Airstreams we looked at. We knew we weren't going to buy new, but we were thinking if we could find a used or vintage one, that would be really cool. And so it was really awesome that she reached out to us, and it couldn't be more convenient because it is located right in our hometown of Fairhope, Alabama.
And not only is it located in our hometown, she also gutted it already, which is something that we wanted to do to a rig if we would have got a vintage one. And it came with all the appliances and everything already in it, but Catherine went ahead and took all that out. She re-welded some of the frame with some of her family members, and so what it is left now was this shell of a frame. And whenever she reached out to us and told us everything, it was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Yeah, and it is a huge project. It doesn't even have the subfloor in it right now, but it is completely cleared out. She repainted the inside, re-welded some of the frame underneath, so it is a good solid shell and good bones to work from. And
if you're wondering how much we're paying for it, we're paying right over 2,000 bucks. So that was so in our price range. We felt like we didn't know what she was going to say it was going to cost. And whenever we heard 2,000, you know, I thought we got to hop on this. Yeah, it was a great deal. Obviously, it needs a lot of work, but we couldn't afford many of the vintage Airstreams either that are in really horrible shape because the turnaround is so great. If we do, you know, minimal amount of work to this and get a floor in it and just a few things, if we thought, oh my gosh, this is just too much of a project, we could resell it so easily with just a little bit of work put into it. Not that we're even considering that, but there was no way we could lose with it. And it just fit perfectly because it seemed like the only way for us to find our perfect rig would be to create it. So we get to customize the layout exactly the way we want it, create the
just the right amount of storage, all the things that we've always wished for that we could never find in a rig.
So I think on that note, do you want to go ahead and jump into walking everyone through these pictures?
Sure.
So we aren't at the rig right now because it is back in our hometown and we are in California. We're going to be back in our hometown in about a month though, and that is when we'll bring it to our location where we can work on it. But we have a ton of pictures to show you guys and kind of walk you through. So we'll start with that right now. We got to pull them up on the computer.
And so it will probably be over the course of maybe up to a year, could be much shorter, who knows. That's kind of what we've allotted for ourselves to really like renovate this thing. We're gonna be working while we're in Alabama so we can put all of our money and time towards this new project and make it really awesome.
So we'll go ahead and jump in with this first picture where it just shows the front of the Argosy. And here you can see it has the wraparound window, which is something we totally wanted, but kind of unique to this Argosy is that it's a little more narrow.
Yeah, so I think they're called the minuet versions, and so they're a little narrower than the others. They're like 7 feet and some inches, like 7 feet 8 inches, instead of the standard 8 feet.
This second picture, you can just see the whole side view of it. One thing that we really felt good about when talking to Catherine is that she said she really inspected the whole exterior shell and there was minimal to no damage at all on the outer shell.
Yeah, there are no like big dents or anything like that. She checked for leaks around all of the windows and seams, and they seem to be in great shape. It does need a paint job, and that will be something that we do pretty early on while it's just in its bare bones phase, but we are super excited to come up with ideas of how to paint it.
So we'll go through a few of these other pictures right here. Now you can see the back of it in good condition, all original. Everything on the Argosy is original, and Catherine has taken a lot of it off to do the renovation, but she's kept all the original pieces. And we'll scroll through some of these other ones just so you can get an idea of the outer body work.
And she also has the awning for us in storage, the oven, all of that stuff is still there and available. The door looks like it's in good shape. The screen door is in really great shape still, so it's looking really good so far.
And the AC does even work. She said it could use a little Freon in it, which we might even put a brand new AC unit on there, just one of the very energy efficient kinds, so we could run it with a small generator.
So it is a dual axle, which we really love. That was something that we definitely wanted to try to find in our new rig if we could, because it just makes towing so much easier and a little bit less stressful, that if we had a blowout that it would be
more supported.
Yeah, and some of these photos you can see what the original interior looked like before she gutted it. There was a couch in the front. We'll probably do some sort of seating area up there as well, like a U-shaped or an L-shaped seating area.
And it came with the original oven, which she did save, and it is in working order, so we are glad to have all of that stuff in storage too.
So in this photo, as you can see, the bathroom is located throughout the back end of the trailer, and there were 2 twins beds on either side. We will definitely be changing up that layout because we would like a larger bed area, and we will relocate that bathroom or the bathroom door.
Some of the Airstreams, the newer ones that we saw, had a side bathroom, and we kind of liked that idea. Or we liked the idea of moving that center door that separates the back bathroom to one side so we could fit like a queen size bed.
We definitely wouldn't mind a split bath in the center of the trailer, though. We don't necessarily need the shower and the toilet to be in the same room, so we've considered that too. It's really fun to play around with different layout ideas and kind of come up with different scenarios.
So in these final pictures that Catherine sent us, you can see the work that she has done to the frame in the rear and how she has taken all the floor out. Catherine even went so far to paint the interior walls a nice white color. We probably will take those walls out and re-insulate and install the subflooring like that, but it is nice to know that those walls are painted.
Yeah, I do think we have to remove some of the panels on the sides to get to the subfloor and reinstall that. So we'll definitely check all the insulation and do whatever we need to do behind there while we have those off.
But with those pictures, you can see exactly what we are working with here. It is a big project we're undertaking, but we are super excited about it. We were going to travel up the East Coast this summer. This has taken precedence, and it even has gone so far to give me a new spark of passion of a project to work on.
Yeah, I am really excited about it. You know, I'm kind of bummed that we won't get to do our East Coast travels, but this is super exciting. It will be awesome to have a new living space where we can entertain friends and family and have people over and just have a little bit more space for all of us to spread out.
And as far as the renovation style we want to work with, we'll put some pictures up right now to just, we're not necessarily looking for this exact layout in these pictures, but the materials are something we really like as far as natural woods in steel or metals.
White and natural wood elements, just something a little more modern, and we definitely want to put our own spin on it, but it's been really fun to look at all these different ideas and take elements from here and there of what we really like about what makes these spaces feel open and homey to us.
We have found, or at least I have found, a reinvigorated passion for Pinterest. There is so many ideas on Pinterest, and I love looking through the Argosy, renovated Argosy pictures. They're so inspiring, and there are so many different styles that people have renovated.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to diving into this and repainting it and everything, and Catherine was nice enough to do a live chat with us and just walk us through and show us every single thing and talked very much in depth. She did so much research. She sent us tons of pictures of how things were wired and installed before she removed them, so she documented that whole process, so it will be super easy for us when we go back in to reinstall some of these things like the water tanks and stuff.
So if you guys have any advice, or I'm sure you guys do, we would love to hear some suggestions, especially from those folks who are familiar with Airstreams or even Airstream renovations. We have so much to learn, and we are looking forward to it. We know it'll be challenging, but it is something that we'll be able to take lessons for the rest of our life and really apply them.
And we by no means are experts or will portray ourselves as experts when we take you along this renovating process. We will be figuring it all out ourselves, and we appreciate anyone who has gone before us and done this. We will be reading your blogs and watching your videos and learning as much as we can from you. I know some people are like, wow, this is too big of a project, but this is what we're into. We're just crazy enough to be like, let's start from scratch.
And let's make it the exact way we want to, because it was totally exciting. And just like how we made the fiber stream our own, we really want to put ourselves into our new rig. If you're worried that we're not going to be traveling this year, fear not. We will still be taking some travels. First and foremost, we will be going to film the RV Nomad movie in the spring, and then we're hoping to do a few shorter trips in the summertime.
We will also be doing tons of videos still. We are going to try to put out 5 videos a week like we always do. We are going to be showing you every part of the process of this renovation, of all of our plans, our ideas, when things work, when things don't work, and kind of what we're doing around Fairhope too as we're living there working on this project.
We are so excited to be back by our family. It is something we really miss when we're out here traveling on the road. So being near them will be great. We're looking forward to playing music, hopefully writing music. So many things that we can really take advantage of whenever we have all those resources right around us.
Definitely, and we can draw from all of our friends and family's expertise in the area. We know people who are great at woodworking, so hopefully we can hire them to help us build some of our new cabinetry and shelves and things like that. So we're excited to get to work with everyone in the community and our family, and it's gonna be fun.
Yes, so thank you guys so much for joining us so far on this journey, and hopefully you are excited about this next stage, and thank you for watching the video.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Later on.